Howdy folks, I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I'm going to do a review here of the Renown 44. She is part of the Dockyard. You get her at level 19. I decided to spend some doubloons. Don't hate me, I had them, so it's okay. So I wanted to get this boat. The reason being is I have her sister ship at Tier 6, the Repulse, and there is one big difference between the Tier 6 Repulse and Tier 7 Renown 44, and I also have the Renown at Tier 6 as well. So I wanted to go through it, see what it's like, try to play it not just in these operations and some co-ops. I don't never necessarily play co-ops, but I test it to see what it's like. Um, but I do like playing it in randoms as well, which I'll get to a bit later in the game here. Not this one. This is Defensive Newport Station. I think I'm playing with my teammates here. There you go. I think that was a huge strike in the Yamato. It is a overall very fun ship. I'm going to say right off the bat, she holds her own at Tier 6, no problem. Tier 7, no problem. Tier 8, no problem. Tier 9, you gotta watch for some specific battleships like the Musashi and whatnot in Tier 9, because and the German line as well. They can really hurt you, and so can the Brandenburg, which I just did a video on. And that's game one. So you know what? As always, let's jump into it. I'm gonna not just compare her. I'm gonna show you some comparison to all three ships because it's important that you actually see it. So let's go, and right after it, I'm going to say, again, the art department, what a phenomenal job. This whole harbor and ships, fantastic. But the Santa that's over at the Christmas tree where you collect your crates, yeah, that's still genuinely creepy. Yes, I'm going to go through this. I will have an economic bonus video next year. I'm just doing some more research. Now, here's what I want to get into. I want to show you something on, well, three ships and two different things. So you got 26 millimeters on the Tier 7, which means 26 millimeter can be penned by 372s. However, if you grab the Renown from Tier 6, only 16 millimeter, which means you can be penned at 229. Heavy cruisers can pen you at Tier 8, so you got to be careful with that, especially with 203s. Again, Repulse, it's same thing, 16 millimeter. These are all the same ships. There was two of them in the class, except the Repulse, unfortunately, was sunk in 1941 on December 10th by the Japanese. Look at this casemate Citadel. All three are the same. All three. So she's got a really bad Citadel. These are not battleships. They're battle cruisers. They sacrifice armor for speed. Same thing. The exact same design, just different type of structure. Now, what I do want to show you here with the Renown 44, look at the guns. Sorry, we'll go back to Renown 44. Yeah, there we go. 381s, same thing, with a 16.9 kilometer range. Remember that, 16.9. Same thing in the Renown at Tier 6, 16.9. Here's the major difference. Repulse. She's 19.8, almost 3 kilometers difference. I did take on Repulse, and I had completely forgotten about that, and he was able to start shooting me. Got 2 shots off me. Didn't do a lot of damage, but got 2 shots off me and did some serious damage. But either way, I still killed him. He wasn't going to beat me. Torpedoes, these are great. These are single shot, 8x1, 4 aside. They're a lot of fun. I like the single shot. 10 kilometers and 61 knots. So this is a lot of fun with a good reload. Airstrike, 2 sets obviously with the max of 8 kilometers. I really wish this was 10 kilometers. The same game you'll see me in the Repulse at the end of this. I had a submarine that got past 2 destroyers in the submarine hunting me down. He stayed exactly 8.1, 8.2 and kept throttling it, and sometimes he's on the surface. The guy was brilliant. I even complimented. He was a really good player. Annoying as HE double hockey sticks, but a great player. So maneuverability at 31.4 knots with a turning radius of 840 meters. Rudder shift's really good, but I actually took the actual other skill and the equipment side of it as well to help out. Concealment 11.5, excellent, and detectability by air obviously is 9.3. So your guns fire at 5.8, so you got a almost 4 kilometer issue. But I like the 11.5, it's great. So let's go into equipment. So right off the bat, you always know I take main armor modification. I took the speed boost, extra 30%, makes it 2 minutes and 35 seconds. It's really important, especially with the Captain Skill Swift. Main battery modification, I take this because I'm constantly brawling with destroyers and cruisers and even battleships. I want to make sure my guns move when I turn. It helps with the speed boost. There's the rudder shift. It actually helps even more and makes it better for me. I normally take damage control systems to reduce flood and whatnot and fire by 15%. But in a battle cruiser, I always take the maneuverability because you're going to get shot at because you have less armament. It just doesn't work that way, so it's better for me. So I will always take the minus 20% with a battle cruiser, but I'll take the damage control with the battleship. Damage control party, it reloads in 76 seconds. It's not bad. Heal is plus 331 hit points for over 28 seconds. So it's really, really good. It's not a superhero, really great though. You get the extra 8%, and with me this last 2 minutes and 35 seconds with my bonus add-on, which is great. I took Hydro. I know I could have taken defensive AA, but I did that in the captain skills. I'm kind of testing it out, but I want Hydro more than anything else. Here are my flags I normally take. Equipment, or sorry, exterior for me, I just take straight on exterior, which is the permanent camo, which I just put on. There's no point in camos anymore. Let's go to Andrew Cunningham, my captain. So right off the bat, I got gun feeder. It reduces the time by 40% to go from HE to AP shells, which is important. I do take demolition expert because British ships are noted for starting a fire. I do take preventive maintenance as well because that's important to me to make sure nothing gets damaged because you've got thin hull, you will get stuff damaged. It's just a fact of life. Grease the gears, again, to help turn the battle cruiser's guns to make sure I can actually brawl. Here's the brisk. I said swift before. Sorry, it's brisk. And this gives me an extra 10% of ship speed. It's fantastic when I'm not spotted. I do take priority targeting. And then now here's kind of the controversy because I didn't take the fighter. I take AA defense and ASW expert and then focus fire training to help my AA. And you'll see when I do the AA review, it's not bad. Speed boost plays a lot into it, but I'll talk about it. You'll see that in a bit. So again, I take both these and I'm still experimenting. Here's Adrenaline Rush, and of course I take Concealment. I always take Adrenaline Rush, I take Concealment because you want to get it down as much as possible. So let's go back and let's go jump into an AA. Now I want to show you that I do have the defensive AA. Now the Eagle, which I'll never see, is a tier 10 carrier to a tier 7 boat, but she's the most OP boat in the game. Here's how you can use your Hydro in case you get a drop off of me, and your speed boost. Now, is this realistic? Yes. If I had ships that could see me the other side of the map like a Musashi, I probably wouldn't be this flagrantly turning and giving the enemy team a broadside, if you know what I mean. So, got to be careful. But I want to show you, he's not going to get a, spoiler alert, not going to get a drop on me at all. The bots are not going to come in unless they have a way to drop. And I can't. Now, my gun turrets will turn with me at this time, because in the speed boost, which is so important, so relevant. Because, again, you're going to get a turning maneuvers, you're going to be speed boost on, you want to be able to shoot. So, that's why I take Grease the Gears and the other modification. This does take a while, and I can see the bot actually is frustrated and then comes out of the shooting range of 5.8, but he's keeping me spotted. So if you're a carrier and you see this boat, the tier 8 carrier, you might want to remember at 5.8, just stay outside and detect him, because he's either going to turn and give your friends a broadside, or he's not going to turn and you're going to get a drop on him or even a cross drop on him. But overall, AA with this build is not bad. It can handle its own against the most OP tier 10 carrier. And that might not be the truth now with the new Japanese carrier coming out, but we'll see. And she's got massive torpedo bombers. Now, you're not going to see the rest of this, but I went after the Eagle and chased it down to the bottom right corner of the map, the A1 line, and killed it for fun. And again, here we come in, and this is pretty much the end of it. Didn't get a drop-off, just kept doing circles. If you're doing this around an island or whatnot, a big island, that might be pretty good. So, overall, Renown 44, like I said, comes in the Dockyard, new Dockyard event. You get it at tier 19, level 19. I did doubloon it because I like the Repulse and I like the Renown at tier 6. I think they're fantastic. Second kill? Yeah. I didn't get a lot of damage this game. We were actually losing by quite a bit. We were down by 300 or 400. 400? And yeah, so we came back and won, which was super nice. This was almost like a blowout, but it didn't turn into a blowout. It turned into a win, which was really good. And spoiler alert, this is what I told you about Grease the Gears. I'm chasing down the Swedish destroyer here, and I'm keeping him mostly between me and the island, so that we can't torp me, but I'm going to fight him. I don't care. And I have Hydro, so I don't mind. I can see his torpedoes coming. They are fast. And now I'm going to reset the cap again. I believe I'm going to reset the cap. Anyway, the point is, this boat is a lot of fun. I like the Renown. I like the Repulse. Battle cruisers I like the Alaska. I like the new British line as well. I like them all. I think they're fantastic and they're a lot of fun. This boat is, you have to be very careful with it. You cannot push too hard with it because you'll get citadel pretty darn easily, especially from tier 8 and tier 9 cruisers and battleships. But overall, the speed allows you to disengage, you make mistakes, and it also allows you to push in with the speed boost if you want to nail someone. And the torpedoes on either side, actually in this mission I sailed right beside a battleship, not a Colorado, it was a New Mexico, and just torped him. He didn't even know I was there. Boom, gone. It was great. So overall, I'm going to give it a plus. This is part of the Dockyard. I'm going to get the Schroder as well, but I'm going to try to grind for that one, I think. I'll give it a plus up. Let me know if you are doing the Dockyard, if you like this boat, if you've already got it, what do you think about it? Leave a comment down below. But overall, I'm giving this boat a solid pass from Wargaming. It's a lot of fun. It can hold its own at any tier, and it's dominant at the lower tiers. Like that's a problem. Anyway, as always, take care, stay safe. I wish you all the best, and bye for now.